So definitely something that you would want to try to do in a Zerg versus Zerg game if you're able to find any unguarded overlords. Or you should try to take them out because they really do a lot of damage to your opponent. So as you can see right now, I was able to pull ahead because my opponent was not able to build any units until he was able to build more overlords. Well, it looks like I was able to take up my expansion over here and saturate it fairly well. I think I pulled ahead in the harvester count, and yes I have, from looking at the harvester count and the income. Killing off another overlord over here. Production. Other overlord. Supply locked again. Hurting my opponent. Very good job. I probably could have tried to go in and try to pick off a couple of drones, but my opponent had a spore colony over there. I mean, whether or not it would have been cost effective, not so sure. Someone would have to crunch the numbers to see in which case it is effective. I guess you just have to rely on your game sense to figure out whether or not the trade-off of losing a couple units to spore colony versus getting a couple of his drones is effective. But I saw that he was pulling his Duelist army over here, and I didn't feel comfortable with the numbers, so I decided to pull back. I was trying to spend some of my mineral resources over here, claiming this mineral patch over here, but my opponent was able to see it, and he attacked it, and I was able to cancel it, getting back most of the resources from that. I saw that my opponent had came down around here, so I was ready for them to come attack my base over here, and I was able to do a little bit of damage. It doesn't look like I was able to kill off any of his units. Let's see what else is going on over here. Really need to inject this hatcheries more often, but I think I was already getting lazy because I think by this point in the game I felt like I had the lead, and when I have the lead I tend to start getting lazy and things like that, which is, as I was saying earlier, definitely not a good thing. Made a couple of corruptors over here because corruptors mixing a couple of corruptors with your Mutalisk force is definitely not a bad deal. The corruptors do pretty good damage and they're hard to kill for the Mutalisk. So as long as you don't go like too heavily corruptor forces in your army, it's a good unit to mix up with your Mutalisk forces. Looks like my opponent's queuing up a whole lot of lings right now. Probably had a whole lot of excess minerals that he didn't know what to spend on at that point. I have a little bit of an excess myself, not too much. I'm trying to claim another hatchery over here, trying to get a little bit surprised. Came over here, looks like I killed the overlord. Trying to kill another overlord over here. See my opponent supply locking my opponent once again. Income. I'm slightly ahead at this point, not too much. Probably should have built more harvesters, but at that point in the game I didn't feel like I needed to. I mean, I didn't want to. I was like, I have so many minerals. What I need is more Vespine gas. But looking back at it, I probably should have just spent the resources on the drones, and if I had done that, I probably could have spent more resources on the put up an armory. I got an armory over here, evolution chamber rather, and put up a couple of spore colonies and a couple of spine crawlers, and would have been having a better defense at my base. But that's another lesson to learn, guys. Even though if you feel like you have a lot of minerals, there's always stuff that you can spend on that will help you out. So why not go ahead and build those extra drones or extra lings or whatever. Picking off my opponent's extractor over here. Definitely a good idea because Mutalisks are so gas heavy. You need at least 4 extractors in order to be really pumping them out. Destroying that one extractor will really limit his ability to continuously pump out those units. I mean, he has a little bit of an excess right now. Really should be spending that Vespine gas. I got a tiny bit of an excess of Vespine gas. What I really need to spend is my minerals at this point. doing a little bit of a raid. See, getting a text message. I'll have to put that in silent. See that my opponent looks like he's about to go out with his link. Fortunately for him, I have my own link over here, and I have a couple of Banelings coming out, and bam, bam, bam. All his links are destroyed right there. And I have a whole lot of links left. Opponent looks like he's getting more links, a whole lot of other links, and he looks like he's getting his first attack upgrade. Let's see if he got any other upgrades. No, he does not have any other upgrades at this point in the game. And upgrades in Zerg versus Zerg battle is definitely basically it's a necessity, because it's first of all, it's a mirror match. You're gonna be facing the same units off each other, and the more units you get, the more effective those upgrades come. And as you can see over here, I was feeling a little bit lazy. I saw all those Banelings coming. I could have ran the Lings back and let my Banelings attack them first, but I was like, I already won the game. I'm feeling a little bit lazy with my micro. I don't feel like doing that. My opponent SCV Rush over here calls it good game. So my opponent doesn't have that much of an army left versus my 4,000 army strong. So good game to my opponent, and I hope you guys learned something from watching this game. Good luck and have fun, guys. AV StarCraft signing out.